We are live. I hope you two are ready. Sorry for jumping into it.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all. You gotta warn me.
I know I gotta get better about that. There's a few things
Jesus.
I need to do, I feel like, to improve cast for all of us. Um, anyways, this is the Sandpit. I'm Tom. We have Stoba
Yeah, what's up?
and Abe.
Hello, hello. I'm the token Mexican.
He is the token Mexican.
Every time.
It's got it every time. Um, so today there's a few things I kind of want to talk about. Not a whole lot of new stuff, I guess, but a few neat stuff, new things. A lot of alien stuff. Some nuclear weapon things I kind of want to talk
What the
about.
fuck? Alien stuff, nuclear weapons. What the hell, man?
Um,
It's creepy.
yeah, a little bit. I mean, just I feel like whenever we talk about like, there's stuff with politics we could talk about, but I feel like at the end of the day, uh, all it is a bunch of Nazis doing what they want to do, and we're watching
hmm
it unveil in front of us, but nobody wants to do anything
It's
about it right now.
That's a remarkable way to sum it up. American
hmm
politics in general. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, It feels like it's slowly getting worse and worse and worse, which I mean it will. It is what it is. The government's been shut down for I think 12 days right now.
15.
15 days because they don't want to swear in the Democrat that will be the deciding vote to release the Epstein files. And there's so many Republicans that are so protective of
Oh,
pedophiles right now. I mean, it's
I didn't know that's what was driving it.
yes, there is one representative for the Democrats that won over a Republican for the seat chair. She has to be sworn in, and then after she's sworn in, they were going to do a vote to release the Epstein files, whatever how you say his name. Um, and because of that, they're not releasing it. They're saying that the Democrats are the ones holding it back because they want health care for immigrants, and they just want health care back for their people, more or less, is by what I've read and seen. Um,
Yeah.
I, I, I hate that there's. I hate that white Americans, uh, especially younger, are so pro-Nazi, pro-Hitler. Um, the complete
Shouts out to YouTube for fucking feeding them into an algorithm that reinforces all that shit, probably.
yeah, you could go that route with that. I I I'm all about, and something we'll talk about is, we'll talk more about the overwhelming feeling of the destiny crushing, um, and free will. Again, we have free will and free choice. We
Do we?
don't, no, I don't think so. We don't have to agree with what we see and hear or believe what we hear and read, but to see and feel that you align with Nazis in in the past, let's go with the past, uh, is really fucked up. Um, a group of people that did a lot of meth just to be able to do what they were doing, by a leader who was doing meth and other things of that nature. Um, not great. Not great. Look at that and go, man, he is right. Um,
Yeah,
the
man.
the amount of people that, as I was growing up, that would be in that line of thought is very slow compared to what it is now.
Yeah.
Uh, there'd be like, and this is me growing up in the South, in Mississippi, Texas, Tennessee. There'd always be at least one kid that was, you could tell he was just super racist. And then past that, there'd be maybe one kid that you're like, I think he's a Nazi, or a neo-Nazi is what they used to call him. Um, Nowadays, though, it's hard to not go, how many of these people are fucking Nazis? And I'm not
Yeah,
using the term Nazi loosely either. I mean, because that's something that a lot of people do is you're a grammar Nazi, you're a blah blah Nazi. No, I am straight
right.
up calling them what they are. They believe what Hitler did was right, or he was on the right path, things of that nature, and it is so fucked up that people want to wipe out other people because they don't agree with what they do or how they say whatever, or they want to pin the vast majority of crime or things of that nature on those people, when especially when some of those groups of people were not put in the best situation to be able to get away from that, uh, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Man, I think you're giving people too much credit. You think all these people are knowingly walking around that they're Nazis and white nationalists. I don't think they do. I don't think they really identify with those monikers, right? I think Fox News got paid a lot of money and has been running the fucking propaganda machine way ahead of the fucking left and the Democrats
So
for like over a decade.
I'm gonna chime in real quick with this. You know, I agree with you on the vast majority of it, but
Yeah.
there are people that are 100% into it, and I'll give
Oh yeah.
two examples of that. One of the other senior management at a store that I was senior management at, he had a swastika tattooed on his left arm. Uh,
Ooh.
Another, and it was the swastika, swastika, the Iron Eagle, all that, whatever. He was very proud of it. But
Oh yeah, showing it off.
yeah,
Wow.
in a very, very black community, it was crazy because everybody knew it. Whatever. Anyways, um, and then also at my current job, I was taking groceries out to a car for a lady, and her vanity plate said SS girl. I was just like, oh,
Wow.
that's ballsy. Um,
Jesus, dude.
so yes and no. Um, Also, like when I was in Texas, I remember I worked with a lady whose father was in the KKK, and her grandfather was at one point like the Grand Dragon Grandmaster, whatever the fuck they call him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was not. She hated it, whatever. But the amount of people that there was then can only increase so far more to now, because there's been no culling of those types of thoughts. It's only been reinforcement.
I think it's a double pronged thing. I think there have always been white nationalists and Nazis like hiding amongst the populace. And when
Yeah,
Trump got elected, it was like a fucking dog whistle that they could come out and be fucking
loud and
more
proud.
seen, more heard, more mainstream.
Hmm.
So it's like they appeared out of the woodwork, but I think they just gained more visibility and more social traction themselves. And on the other hand, I think a lot of it just has to do with like engagement algorithms that don't really give a fuck about like
Yeah,
what's true or what's good. They'll just as likely recommend shit to that enrages you and upsets you as makes you happy and informs you, if not more so, right? I remember when a dislike on YouTube made a video more popular than a like would.
I was about to bring that up. Yep.
They don't give a fuck, dude. They want
Yeah.
views for advertisements.
And then like the whole, like internet's dead theory, where it's just a bunch of bots just feeding people what they want to see. So if somebody's
Yeah,
interested, they will get just fucking spoon fed that hate.
dude. And we're getting closer to that every day with fucking
Hmm.
AI. Fucking AI YouTube channels, dude.
Yeah,
And it's gonna feed into whatever algorithm you want. If it's brown people stealing your money,
that's where
oh, we got the
yeah,
channels for you, brother.
that's what you're gonna see. Um. Anyways, uh, that's my thoughts about kind of and why I don't really feel like talking about too much, but definitely fun to talk about a little bit.
Oh, it's not fun to talk about at all, man. It's fucking awful. I hate it. I hate that billionaires spend so much fucking money to make us fight amongst ourselves.
hmm
Ugh,
keep
it's
the
gross.
people dumb, keep the people in house fighting, and you can get away with whatever. That's a
Last stat I saw was Elon Musk had more money than the bottom 52% of Americans.
hmm And even if he gave away like 90% of it or something, he still would have more
Still be a
than
billionaire.
yeah, he'd still be a billionaire. I it
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, it is what it is. Anyways, uh, overwhelming feeling of crushing destiny's crushing. How how'd you say it last time? It's your crushing
I,
weight
d-
of destiny. There it is. I wrote it
I
down.
don't even remember.
I do. Um, the crushing weight of destiny. Man, at the end of my shift today, I was actually talking to a dude about. He's 19. He's unsure which would be the best path, but he knows that he needs to take a path right now.
Oh, mentor opportunity unlocked.
Oh
Tom, what'd
yeah,
you do?
oh yeah. I was pretty honest with him about it. I said, you have three options here. Uh, my personal opinion is I would do these three steps, and if you follow those three steps, you'll find out uh, where would be more more money and more. It's talking about a different job to do. Um, you would find out how real these opportunities actually are, and then from there you can shift and stuff like that. I told him I'd help teach him how to do what he needs to do because it's stuff that I've done before, without getting too much into it to give too much away. Um,
Yeah.
so that's I feel like he took to the words well. He's a good kid, but I get that. I feel like when you're younger, you the for me, uh, I would think in like the more present, and I wish that I thought more of the future.
Well, that's kind of ironic, right? Because when you're young, you have more future ahead of you, right? And
hmm
you could do a lot more with the amount of future you have. And once you're older, you have a little less, so it's kind of hard to pivot sometimes, you know?
Move so slow when you're young. What's the point of worrying about the future?
Man, time went
It's
so
so
fast.
far away.
No, time went so fast when I was young. Um, like my 20s went by faster faster than my 30s, it felt like. Um, but I feel like my 30s were more impactful. Going
God damn, I'm old as shit.
going into 40, uh, or 40s, low 40s, um, I feel that time is slowing down around me, but that it's not that it's going slow. It's more that time is running out. As if you could see death's door uh, far more closely.
It's, it's dark as shit, dude. I personally find that time moves faster when you're happier and slower when you're miserable. So if you
That's
want to
true.
live the longest, most fulfilling life possible, try to be as miserable at all times as you can be.
Maybe that's why I'm still alive.
And maybe that's why time's slowing down for you, man. How recent time's been to you.
um, yeah,
A little bit worse than the 20s and 30s.
it's going really good, to be honest. Um,
Ah, then it'll be gone soon, man.
yeah,
Treasure while you got it.
yeah. rough. Um, but again, the crushing weight of destiny. Uh, so now I am at a point, which we've talked about a couple of times, where um, I think I everything is pointing me towards doing one thing, and that's what I should do, and not because I'm being told that's what I should do. It's because it feels like that's what I want to do. Um, and looking back at the other times where I've had this crushing weight of destiny telling me, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, pointing me in a direction, I've always fought it. And looking back, I understand why I fought it, because it was something that I wanted to do, but it was something
What?
that I was scared to do. Does that make sense?
Tom, I am so unbelievably curious as to what the fuck you are talking about. Like, I know you probably don't want to go into details on the open fucking internet, but I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
For,
What you're dreaming, you're gonna be a porn star. Is that it? You're gonna sling that dick and finally make some money.
there is a possibility um,
You're gonna sell feet pictures online.
that Abe's got it.
Ever since I was a young man, I've always had a dream of monetizing these toes.
I'm actually serious. That's not the path that I need to do. I'm gonna do that path no matter what. The wife and me made a account. I just need to take some photos and videos.
Tom, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna pass out. That's the
What?
funniest shit I've heard in my life.
Dude, no, it's cool. It's awesome. We went with the name tag. I'll show you in Discord because I don't have anything right now. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay at all.
Um, so, and the
Oh
re
my god.
and the reason I'm doing that is I don't think I have nice feet, whatever. But my wife and a lot of other people have said I have very amazing feet.
Wait, is this real?
Like, dude,
Oh wow! Oh, I got it. Oh wow! I
God,
guessed it.
these guys. Anyways,
Uh,
that's not the crushing weight feeling that I got
No,
there.
that is that
That
is
is no, it really is.
Destiny's been calling you for a long time to show those toes.
Um, that no,
so so
that's what.
so so is that when you know how some of them is like people crushing stuff with their feet? Is that why you gravitated so much to the crushing weight of destiny?
Oh
Oh my
man,
god. Have you stepped on any cupcakes yet?
no, not yet. Uh,
I,
we're
how
trying
how can you possibly expect us to move on from this?
because we have serious conversations about men things.
Oh my god, dude. This is the best thing I've heard in my This is the happiest I've been in like 5 years.
I'm glad that I could help you uh, feel very happy. Um,
You're gonna make a lot of people feel happy, I
I
guess.
hope so.
I'm gonna pay for that account, dude. I swear to God.
So, the crushing weight, that is not for me the crushing weight of destiny, to be honest and real about it. That's something that I want to do. It's something that I want to do with my wife, where she takes the pictures. She's got to like manage it. Nothing with
She's
her.
gonna be your foot pimp.
Yes.
Mhm. The sneaker pimps
I want to
can
see
work.
what will what that will happen. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah,
Can't
shoot your
hurt.
shot, man. Like it might not catch on, but you gotta try, right?
mhm, mhm. But yeah, we're gonna try like cupcakes, spaghetti, all the ranges.
Dude, if I think anything, I'll make sure to let you know. I'm happy to brainstorm with you.
I love how you went from so unserious to straight serious. That's how you get your lies out.
I'm, dude, I'm already thinking like a bucket of tree frogs. Like you don't step on them, but you
Oh
let
yeah,
them
you just let
jump
them
on your
jump on.
feet.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it'd be
put the
great.
foot. You know what? That's actually a good idea. Just like have like a clear see-through bucket, with like a top that you insert the foot, and then you could put whatever the fuck you want inside of it, and that would
Yeah, anything,
maybe a little
anything, dude. You
GoPro
could
inside of it.
stream on Twitch with a foot cam instead of a face cam.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Donation incentives. Oh, absolutely, man.
Mhm.
The crushing weight of destiny for me is changing what I want to do as my job. Not necessarily getting out of retail, not necessarily getting out of complete swing into what I would dream. My dream job has always been, which when I say
What's the dream job, man?
when I say dream job, I don't mean I don't know how to explain that, to be honest.
Well, there's two kinds of dream jobs. There's like if you could pick any job in the world, regardless of qualifications, what it would be. And then there's the dream job of like what I could realistically get.
I see.
Well, there's also the concept of an ikigai or whatever. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's a cross section of what you're good at, what you like doing, and a function that society needs filled. And when
Yes.
when you find all three, then that is your not your dream, not destiny, but that is sort of the, the best outcome for your purpose, and at least when it comes to work.
Yeah.
That's the meta build. Yeah.
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 Um, man, that's really good, Abe. I mean, you kind of put a spin on it. Uh, Maybe it is my dream job then. There's a few nuances with it, with what you said that I think wouldn't apply, but it would apply to me. Yeah, I think so. I want to make a video game. I want to do was it SMUP, a bullet hell type game where uh you're underwater and you just basically go against a bunch of animals, or not animals, but like different things of different natures. Don't want to get too much into it.
Like a submarine?
Uh, yeah, I'm actually so a
Or are you
submarine.
like a fish?
No, it'd be a submarine, and the design of the submarine that I was going to use was actually going to be a design of alien ship, that or not alien ship, a UAP that people call the Metapod, where it basically is like curved like a Metapod, but the front is clear where you could see into it.
Okay. All right. Is this an auto scroller?
Yes, I think I would want to do honor
Left to
scroll
right or top down?
top down.
Oh, old school. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought about doing it how Downwell does it, where you're going down and stuff up, but I feel like
Yeah.
for something of this effect, it'd be better to go up. Uh,
More intuitive, yeah.
yeah.
Especially with perspective, right? If you do it with
Mm-hmm.
the perspective, you can see further away.
Yeah, that makes sense. Uh, I was gonna call it trench or something of that nature, but it's something I want to make. Past that, there's other things I want to make. Uh, there's concepts and ideas I want to get out, because I feel like every single time that I've had an idea of something, I've seen it come out shortly thereafter, like a year after or two, where it's weird how that is. Um, like Abe and me used to use a nickname for me now and again, and a guy I know started calling himself that, and he never once saw my nickname, but it was very odd or weird. So I'm rambling.
I,
Sorry.
I
Uh,
don't even know what it was. I'm so curious.
there's nothing special. Um,
Cock Monster 69.
There's been a few nicknames down in the years
yeah,
down the rabbit hole of weird.
Yeah, I've had a few for you, man. You've had probably more nicknames than most of my friends. Always
Yeah,
swapping up on you, man. Calling you T Dog, T Money.
T Money. I always liked the T Dog and T Money. I thought it was always funny.
I
Uh,
think that's how I have you saved in my phone.
that's wild.
One of those two.
Um, but yeah, I want to do that, and I feel that the accepting of destiny is the hardest thing. Accepting that I will be dedicating my life to doing something like that.
It's a scary jump to make, man. It's a lot of work, a lot of time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, if it makes sense, it makes sense, though. Like
I'm trying to, so like with art and creating things, um, I remember a guy saying something to me a long time ago where he said, you should share your art. It should be out there. It should be free to everybody. And my first thought was, fuck you. It's my art. I can keep it to myself if I want to. Um, I feel like with art that's in my head, when I create something, drawing and painting, I'm okay with it keeping it to myself. I feel like with something of this nature, where it'd be something that I wouldn't want myself, but I would want to make for other people. And that's a
hmm
weird feeling to me.
Yeah, that does feel like the crushing weight of destiny. When you're not even doing it for yourself, but for others.
Yes.
yeah.
But I feel like I'd be really good at it. I feel like I would enjoy it. When I've coded in the past and things of that nature, I've enjoyed it and excelled at it. Um, or felt like I excelled at it. Maybe I didn't, who knows. But I definitely don't think I would make a game that I personally would like. And I feel like that is hard to conceptualize.
I think that's hard to execute, right? Because if you're play testing it and even you don't find it fun, do you have the objectivity to be able to decide if other people would find it fun?
Yeah, so and that's why I would definitely need to have people test it besides me. When I've tested games that I've fiddled with in the past, I've noticed that I couldn't break away from the analyzation of the everything compared to just playing a game.
Yeah, you probably definitely look at games differently as a developer versus just a player, right?
Hmm. I'd imagine. But yeah, that's my crushing wave destiny. What's yours, Stoba?
Oh, just my current life situation, man. Just every day I'm dealing with my own crushing weight.
Yeah, I get that. How about you, Abe?
Um, Honestly, I've always felt that mine would be something related to literature, but I very much still refuse it, just for the simple fact that there's so much time to waste. It's like I prefer to waste time rather than to do stuff that
Yes.
feels fulfilling.
You talk about like writing a book?
Yeah, something, short story, anything like um, you know,
Man, I've always
it's
wanted to write children's books.
Man, Abe, I'm going to be 100% with you on this.
mhm.
Front load, don't back load. Do it now, do it sooner than later. Um, what you just said completely chimed with me in my thoughts right now of the feeling of time slowing down around me and death's door is visible. It, I mean, it could happen any day with anybody, of course, but I mean, your perspective and your mind and the way that you're able to put things together, um, I would rather see that sooner than later. I think that watching that growth would be amazing for a lot of people, in my opinion.
Well, who knows? Maybe I'm almost done with this round of school, so maybe once I have a little more downtime, perhaps.
I love, I've always loved it. I've always loved it when you give me an answer like that. And like, what? You're just like, maybe I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna let him think I'm gonna do that.
The most polite answer you can give.
He's so polite, man. He's so
I'll
polite.
look into it. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Appreciate the feedback.
I get it. So right.
We only got so much free time in the day, man.
Yeah. That's
It is hard to decide how to spend it.
that's and that's the thing. I feel like I have spent my free time doing everything else. And now I have somebody knocking on my door to say, hey, it's time to fucking do something else.
That's tough, dude. I had a ton of free time in my 20s and 30s, and then I hit 40, and now I don't have so much free time anymore, man.
Yeah.
Ugh. But on the plus side, like when you have no free time, you don't really worry about, manifesting the crushing weight of destiny. You just do what it
Hmm.
takes to survive.
That's very
And
true.
when you get to the other side of that, maybe you worry about other stuff.
Yeah. You know, it's I think I mentioned last time Terry Pratchett, in the Discworld series. So some of the books deal with a personified death, and death always has these great little lines. And one of them is, I find humanity so fascinating. Of all the wonders in the universe, you're the only species to ever invent boredom.
Man, yeah, that is true. That is rough and true. Um, I was actually thinking about something about that earlier this week because at work there are just really big downtimes where things get boring, and but because of when I was in management, I think of and it really is actually a lot to do. It's just being told to do it and not doing. But not being able to find the enjoyment in passing the time and being so self-absorbed in your boredom. That makes sense. I feel like I'm talking nonsense tonight, just to be real with you guys.
Some heavy
No,
shit, man.
no, it's true. Like I was actually thinking, when it comes to work, like you read accounts of like old sailors and such, where and this is back in the day when they didn't have like distractions, so the work they had was their entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like we cleaned the deck, well, time to clean it again.
You gotta make it shine extra shiny.
Yeah, just because otherwise, what are you gonna do? Like go stir crazy and shit,
But yeah, gotta fill the time. We'll break away from all this and talk about some space stuff. Does that sound good to you guys?
Yeah.
Uh, a few things. I'll start with Phoebus. Phoebus? Is that Mars's moon?
Phobos.
Yes, Phobos.
Yeah.
Uh, People believe that it might, I mean, it's 70 million years, I think was what I read, but that it might, when it does, kind of, its gravitational field is, or it's not gravitational, is slowly going into Mars, towards Mars instead of away or sustaining a distance. So it's believed that it's going to at one point break apart and form a ring around Mars.
Oh, really?
And yes, and that um, after a certain million years, it will form back to a moon again at some point, um, losing about 15% of what it used to be. I think it was. God, I don't have it pulled up. Um, and that it's believed that this would be the fifth time that the moon's done that over the course of the years.
No idea.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I thought that was really neat. I just kind of want to share that. Another thing, some people believe James Webb Telescope might have found evidence of alien life on the exoplanet K2-18b. I believe that there was more ammonia, I want to say, cited by it.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Hydrogen-rich atmosphere is what it has. Um, Revealed methane, carbon dioxide, and possibly traces of dimethyl sulfur, a molecule on Earth mostly produced by marine life. Um, it, I think I remember looking at this plant before, or like looking at the charts and like all the stuff
Dude,
about it. Hmm?
that's so crazy that it can get like chemical information about planets orbiting other stars.
Yeah,
That's insane levels of technology.
it's really amazing. Yeah. Um, I think the planet is like 3 times the size of Earth, and it's mostly water. But yeah, it's the technology. We're ramping so fast. I'm sure we'll be able to see aliens out there before we could touch them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
Hopefully.
I, I, I do want to say this on this topic, like alien life or life on other planets. Great, great. The idea that there's sea alien life has always freaked me out, right? Because you get deep enough in our oceans and some of the monstrosities down there are
Mm-hmm.
wild. So I could only imagine alien sea life. Like that's on another level of heebie-jeebies.
And imagine how massive these beings would be with all
Oh God.
um, the size of the planet alone, and how it's more water than land. I mean, there's unless it's a real shallow planet, I'm
But if
sure.
the gravity's higher, maybe animals would have to be smaller to withstand it.
Yeah, I wonder about the gravity for it. I don't think the gravity was much higher than Earth's though.
Hmm.
Even though the size, whatever. Anyways, I want to talk about nuclear explosions for a second. Uh,
Ooh.
so
Fun.
read this, just make sure. The Chinese military scientists conducted an experiment to simulate the impact of 3 nuclear missiles fired consecutively at the same target. Uh, and what they found was basically it would be make it'd be just a big explosion, whatever, but the
Yeah.
amount of uh, devastation is far more than what they predicted, like a quadruple more. Um,
Why? Wow.
I think I'm gonna pull it up real quick if I can.
What does one nuke not just annihilate that you have to bomb it twice more?
Well, the thing is, they thought that it'd be the crater that it would create would be the same size as 3 nukes going off in the same spot, and it wasn't. Um, So crater enlargement. The triple detonation simulation not only produced a crater much larger than created by the single plankton test impact, I'm saying it so wrong, which measured 36 meters in radius and 21 meters in depth, but also doubled the crater radius increased its volume by an order of magnitude compared to a single blast of the same total yield. Expansion of devastation zone. The most significant aspect, according to researchers, was the exponential increase in the area of projected devastation on the surface. The affected territory jumped from 6,600 to over 80,000 square meters, equivalent to almost three-fifths the size of the Pentagon.
Wow. That's interesting, man. I wonder if that means the future of nuclear technology isn't in like larger warhead yields, but in like micro yields
Yes,
and multiple missiles.
that's what I was thinking. Also, it made me think about how when we first did the nukes, we didn't know if they was gonna set the Earth on fire. What if
Yeah,
what if with that devastation field, and what if enough nukes going off will set the Earth on fire, or just the oxygen turns to fire, um, and then makes me think of people always talk about how aliens have always been seen around military bases that have nukes.
yeah.
Like what if again, what if they're not aliens, but they're beings that live here underwater, uh, that don't want us to set the
Yeah.
oxygen on fire because they need it to.
They could already be here and have a vested interest in us not ruining the planet.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I mean, I would have, if that was the case, I would hope they would have stepped in already because we're doing a great job of ruining the planet.
Yeah, we are. We
Yeah,
really
I,
are.
I think technology has a good chance of like wiping us out.
Hmm.
Like even if done responsibly. Like there's such a big jump between like dynamite and nuclear weapons. Like what does the next jump look like?
Wasn't
I
there?
think
Sorry, go for it.
I think humanity has a decent chance of becoming so advanced that like one lone terrorist could like eliminate the human race. If weapons become so powerful that we could blow up planets, I mean, does that ever end? Is there any limit to like our power through fucking technology? Will we be able to destroy solar systems or galaxies?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that eventually you could develop something that will make the star go nova, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, and if we get to that point, like what could a terrorist do? What could one person at home who's smart with a
Hmm.
fucking YouTube account? What might
Right.
they be able to do to an entire civilization of people? So there is a worry in my head that that could be like an end game scenario for humanity. That technology becomes so advanced that one rogue agent could end it all for us.
I agree. Um, and like I even think about like people might say, well, if there are aliens, why isn't there rogue aliens? But there have been people that have talked about rogue, not rogue, but definitely bad stuff compared to what other people have said. Um, I agree
Well,
with
there's
the
no shortage of like landings and sightings and encounters and people having stories
yes,
about like talking to aliens.
yeah.
I remember the Rua Zimbabwe landing where like 150 school kids like saw a craft come down and land and people came out
Oh God,
and
yeah, I remember
communicated
hearing about that.
telepathically with them. And almost universally across the board, like the message that was shared with them was like, "Hey, technology's bad. Stop doing that. Don't do that shit."
Yeah. That's what you said. I think is so true. With the what would happen if just a rogue agent? It doesn't even have to be a rogue agent. It could be just a kid, a 20-year-old, a
A
young,
curious scientist.
yeah, who just
Yeah.
happens to go, I just want to make one, and then and see if it works. see if it's real. I mean, if you
Yeah.
have access to what you need to do massive damage or to end the world or whatever, humans are sadly the type to go, why not?
Mhm.
Yeah. Like forbidden technology could exist, right? Like we already are so close to being able to like 3D print rifles, stuff that could kill dozens of people. It's not much further
Oh yeah. It,
before you're killing like thousands and millions. It's just a couple of jumps.
I think you're right about the technology jump too with like we talked a few episodes back about AI and how the true end game for AI for us should be that AI takes care of all our needs type of deal to where we don't need money, everything's just it happens, it's function,
Yeah.
what
Paradise.
paradise. But then what happens to our species after that? Like that let's say that humans get to that level of Star Trek Last Generation. They were I think that's where they were at, where anything could be made. You more judged more on your social standings or something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Totally.
Yeah,
It's the
the
Gene
job.
Roddenberry universe.
yeah,
There isn't even an economy. People
yes,
just do things to better themselves.
yes,
Right. And being rich isn't a monetary thing, it's just you have a really good job that's impactful.
yes.
Yeah.
Um, at that point, what is there to hate besides each other still, and the choices or the things that we each do?
Yeah. Well, people still got very involved in politics. There were still wars. I don't know, man. How does humanity evolve once, like, all of our problems are solved, right? Once we don't have to worry about food or working or just surviving.
Well,
Like, do we go back to arts?
well, see, and that's sort of the thing with, if you're familiar with the hierarchy of needs, it's once the bottom layers are taken care of, you worry about stuff like art, creating art, if that's your calling, or whatever path you take to self-actualize, right? Like someone really good at athleticism is going to strive to go pro in a sport or what have you, right?
Yeah.
Someone really good with their hands might, get into like clay sculpting or even like working on cars or whatever it is, So
Someone with
that's
beautiful feet might
yeah, yeah.
share them with the world.
Step on some cupcakes.
Yeah, some cupcakes. You'll be able to finally see some of the food my wife makes me, man. It's so great. We were doing a let's play of XCOM the other day, and what the wife brought in some dessert she made is so fucking good. But still was very angry about it.
Well, she brought it to you and then like leaned into the mic and described the dish like she was on
She did not
MasterChef.
lean into the mic just to give
And
me.
I was very, very hungry at the time, and it sounded very
It's
good.
so good. It was so good. I'm gonna have some after this.
I hate you.
So good. She's
I'm
such a
still
good.
hungry.
She's such a good cook. Um, but yeah, I think we're gonna swap over to Three Eye Atlas. No, no,
Oh,
whole lot, whole lot to talk about with that. Um, it's actually kind of odd how quiet it's been about certain stuff, but there are two small things. One, it has suddenly started to release water from it, as if you had a fire hose going and
yeah.
not stop. Uh,
Maybe that's to be expected once it gets a little closer to the sun, right? Maybe it's melting.
no, that's the thing is like that's the odd part about it is by now there should have been water. there's no reason for it to expel water now at this point, is what a lot of people were saying. Um, so it's still odd. Uh, the other thing is, I believe there was a professor. I think I told you about so still bit about this. That a doctor, a professor, that he believes the three eye atlas is hollow inside because the amount of gravitational pull that it produces does not match the size of that it is.
Wait, how do we even measure its gravitational pull? Like, what's it yanking toward it?
I would imagine the gases it's expelling and the water it's shooting out and
Oh,
things of that nature.
that's smart.
Especially with the water, I would assume some of it would turn to crystals, maybe stick around it. Um,
Yeah,
I,
maybe
I
that would
think
affect the size of its plumes.
mhm.
I think part of it too might be that because the gravitational pull of like stat or like things around it, like certain planets or whatever is passing by, it should alter the course a certain way. But if it
Yeah,
doesn't, that means if we're, you know,
I think
it's
yeah,
it's
that's I believe the exact explanation. Yeah,
That's smart. That's smart person stuff.
but it's still interesting. Like it's such an oddity. Um, but of
A
course,
very strategic time for a government shutdown for NASA not to be able to look at it
they are
and
looking.
report on it.
They're actually looking out at it, but they're not reporting
Are they
on it.
not shut down,
No,
man?
they're shut down, but they're
Oh, so they
still.
got some interns looking at it.
I I don't. I'm not too sure how it's working, but I do. I have heard that they've been in talks with like China and other countries that are looking at it,
Wow.
and nobody's talking about it. I
I
think.
bet those turbo nerds are still looking at it even if they're not getting paid.
I mean, I would.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I'd go. I'd still go to the building and be like, I'm just gonna use the fucking telescope,
yeah.
dumbing it down as much as I can. Um. Anyways, still interesting, but the fact of how quiet it's been is kind of weird. I'm assuming it's losing steam, but in the, over the metaverse, or I guess,
Probably don't have people to write press releases or anything.
yeah.
Maybe interesting stuff is happening, but we won't hear about it for like another 3 weeks.
I think it'd be amazing if, well, I think it'll be amazing in like 20 years, and we're like, oh, this is just how this type of comet is. Like, we find out that
Yeah.
there's more different types of comets.
Yeah, we could have like interstellar visitors like multiple times a year, and we
Yes.
just never had the detection to like find them.
Yeah.
Also to talk about big meteorites and things of that nature. Do you guys know about how NASA, when I think a couple of years ago, tested to see if they could actively change the course of a meteorite with a nuclear explosion?
A nuke?
Yeah.
No, I knew about the DART mission where they like flew
Was
a
it not a
big
nuke?
fucking satellite into a thing.
Oh, I thought it was a nuke that I was wrong. Yeah, the DART mission.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it was a nuke. That'd be
Oh, I
badass
thought
if
it
it
had,
was.
I thought it had explosives.
I think you're thinking of Armageddon, the movie.
No, I'm not. but
Oh, that was so good.
yeah,
Space Cowboys.
I thought that was cool that they were able to actually change the course. I think they said it wasn't much, but it would be enough to where if it was like a doomsday meteorite, they'd be able to actively
Yeah,
change it.
like the more lead time you have, like the less you have to shift it, right? You can
Hmm.
shift it like less than 1% and get it out of that window to hit a planet. And I think they just did it with like a real fucking fast satellite. Like hitting it with the fucking bullet, literally.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Space shit moves so fast, like we don't even realize it. But most fucking satellites are going faster than bullets.
That's so true. That's so wild how that is.
Is that actually true?
Well,
I think I
No,
made that
you
up.
made that up, you son of a bitch.
What?
I don't-
well,
most
so
satellites hold an orbit around us, so they're. I mean, they're still going decently fast, I'd imagine.
I think I go hella fast.
But we're gonna say Abe. Sorry.
the main thing with the whole space shifting trajectories is that because there's no friction or very little friction, then it's like you really could use like a fast moving P to move a boulder,
Mm-hmm.
because it's literally just the momentum
Yes.
itself is kind of like the only thing because the friction doesn't play a part as much, or barely at all.
Yeah. It's all about that momentum, transferring momentum, transferring energy. Where?
Okay, I've looked it up. Apparently, satellites are about 10 times faster than rifle bullets.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they're going about
Yeah.
17,000 miles per hour.
Holy shit! I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
You gotta go really fast to be a satellite, man, because you're always falling toward Earth. You just gotta go so fast that,
That's
it never catches up with
Mm-hmm.
you.
that's not the reason it has to go fast is because the world rotates fast, not because
I
they're
don't,
constantly
no, no, I think they are constantly falling, man.
They are. They know they are. They really are. I don't think that's why they're going fast though. But yeah. Um.
Earth rotates at about 1,000 miles an hour,
I
maybe closer to
was
900 at the equator.
I was reading a thing about how people actually think the Starlink how they over time just fall and burn up in the atmosphere is a good thing because of the amount of space trash that's just out there, old satellites.
Space debris, yeah.
Yeah. Um, and how bad it's getting out there. But yeah, so why are they going fast? It's just to keep up with the Earth, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
because
about that, man. I don't know about that.
well, think about it. Because if you have your say your cell phone Verizon satellite over, the United States, and it's not
Yeah.
actually keeping up, or at least your network isn't, aligned or whatever, then you know,
Well,
it's
from
I
literally
my understanding, they have multiple satellites.
right, the network, but still you kind of have to, you know,
They have geostationary like orbits where it just like stays above one point of the Earth, and they just launch them way fucking further out. They still like go with the same speed, but at least they stay above one spot. Like
yeah,
for those Starlink satellites to get coverage of the whole planet, like how many are there? Like thousands, right?
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because those low Earth orbits, you can really only see so much of the planet at once.
yeah. Oh, but yeah, but regardless, the Earth is spinning incredibly fast. So,
Hey, we're
I'm
slowing
sure that's
down. We're slowing down.
We are.
Yeah, yes, we talked about this.
It's the fucking satellites yanking on us, man.
The Earth's
mhm.
core is slowing down. The Earth itself will slow down at some point, but the Earth's core is actively slowing down.
Isn't that just gonna like change the magnetism or something?
Yes, yes,
Yes, we had this conversation.
Yeah,
yes,
that's fine. That's fine. It's
yes.
just an invisible force. I'm cool with that.
If it's
Shit's not real.
slowing down and turning the other way, wouldn't the sun would rise in the west and end in the east as well?
I don't think, man. Man, if the planet reversed,
Wouldn't its spin go the other way? What's spinning us is the
Yeah,
core.
no, I think inertia is spinning us more than anything. We're just a big hunk just spinning, and there's no friction in space, so we're just keeping the inertia going.
I don't know about that, man.
I I kind of do.
I believe you. I I believe you.
I remember sixth grade science class, man.
which planet is on its side? Is it Neptune?
I didn't know we had a
Um,
planet on its side.
you mean the ring?
Yeah, there's one of our planets in our solar system. Yeah, it has a ring going around it, but if you were to look at it and compare it to us, there's North Pole to South Pole instead of around the equator. But the planet itself is on its side. It's going around its equator still. I
Huh.
think it was either Neptune or Uranus.
I'd guess Uranus.
Anyways, um,
Hey, you want a fun science fact?
yeah.
How many moons do you think are in the solar system?
Oh man, isn't there
Yeah, all the moons. All the moons.
like at least 200 or something? 250?
I think it's
It's more.
between 500 and 1,000.
Yeah, that's because I know one of the planets has like 80
Yeah,
just by itself
Jupiter,
or
or
something weird.
I think Saturn is the one that has the most.
Yeah, and even some like asteroids and shit have moons and
Oh yeah,
satellites. And shit. It's ridiculous.
in the
I learned that from playing like a trivia board game like a year ago.
in the
I thought there were like 50, dude.
yeah, I didn't realize there's
I was like,
thousands.
Jupiter's got a bunch, man.
Yeah,
It's nuts.
there's also that small an asteroid, but like not big enough to be a planet in the asteroid belt. I think it has a couple satellites.
Yeah, man. Pluto, dude. We love Pluto.
Not Pluto, no, not Pluto, man. This
I'm
was
just saying, I also love
Cersei's.
Pluto. It
Okay.
used to be a planet.
Yeah, it used to be. It's not planet no more, man. Fuck that
Fuck
planet.
you, man. Fuck you. Pluto's still a planet in my heart.
Yeah, I remember the kindergarten, not kindergarten, school learning that. I can't believe,
How
and
dare you tell me there are only 8 planets?
we gotta find Planet X and Planet Y.
They're not there, man. With the Anunnaki
Hmm.
coming back around for their gold.
Man,
Hmm.
they're gonna get their gold. Fucking, they just gotta go to the White House. That's where it's all at. The
Oof.
ballroom or whatever they made, fucking decked out in gold.
They definitely got some aliens there to pick out.
Yeah, that's true. Uh, we're gonna end it here. I think we had some good stuff to talk about. I think it was a good time.
Mostly feet.
Yeah,
How dare you start the podcast with feet instead of ending it?
you focused on the feet. I did not. I just
You've had
shared.
time to come to terms with your foot plans, and you sprung it on us last second.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna hold a grudge for the rest of my life.
I really plan on talking about it at some point. Also, like when we talk about sexuality and things of that nature. Um, I'm just slowly working up to that because that's some courage stuff you gotta build up before you want to actually talk about
I'm
it.
sure it's very brave.
It really shouldn't be though. I mean, but it is sadly.
I mean, putting yourself out there, I think that's always risky and scary, right?
Yeah.
Especially if it's something intimate like your feet.
Well,
I don't think
I've,
feet
I've
are-
never seen your feet, Tom.
You know, it's true. I've not shared my feet.
But you're about to. I'm gonna get in there with both hands.
You guys ever smell feet that smell like